Yo, episode 121, maybe 122, 121, I think. Will Marose is here tonight. Um, Listen, it took a while for me to get Will on, but Will is here now, and I'm happy. And Will and I aren't really friends yet. Basically, this is the first time I'm meeting him tonight, and I'm hoping all will go well. But you never know with these fucking Canada people, right? Before I go any further, if you like the show, fucking hit this fucking the like button and the subscribe button. And if you like what you see here, make sure you check out the Patreon at patreon.com/the Fatman Nation. Okay, so let's get the housekeeping over with relatively quickly today. Let's see, who do we got fucking up first? I don't know. I got Shauna back there. She's not pulling up anybody yet. No, I don't want the people. I want the sponsors first. Okay, here we go. Very professional. Redline shipping. Yeah, okay. Redline shipping. Me and Robin got something cool fucking in the works with the other 15-minute people and the other 15-minute sponsors. So we're going to announce that in a couple of weeks, and it's going to be fun though. So listen, if you're going to ship a reptile or fucking anything for that matter, I haven't shipped a reptile in years, but I have shipped posters, DVDs, fucking shirts, everything. Always use Redline shipping. If you type in the code Robin60, you will get 60% off your first 2 orders with Redline. Then if you type in the code Fatman5, you'll get an additional $5 off Redline's already discounted rates. Listen, Redline got the best website, best service. I mean, basically they just came in and mic dropped everybody and is the #1 shipping fucking business or reptile shipping business in the fucking country. So hail Robin, go check them out at redlineshipping.com. All right, who do we got next? Chimera, fucking Chimera. Selling ball python sucks. I mean, you guys know this, right? Learn how to make it not suck and go get some consulting from Chimera, because Andre and Patrick are probably 2 of the best in the business, and business is not sucking for them. Okay, they're doing pretty well right now. So you guys want to check out Chimera. They do breeding plans. They do consulting. They'll tell you what to breed, what not to breed. They'll sit down with you for an hour or 2 and figure everything out. And they're really 2 of the best guys in the hobby to learn from. Go check them out at chimerareptile.com. Also Chimera_reptile on the old Instagram. Herp's best run show circuit in the fucking country, or independent show circuit in the country. They're all over Texas, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. They're going to be in Slidell, Louisiana on July 20th and 21st. They're going to be in Sulphur, Louisiana on July 27th and 28th. They're going to be in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, August 3rd and 4th. They're in Corpus Christi on August 10th and 11th. They're in College Station, Texas on August 17th and 18th. They're going to be in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on August 24th and 25th. They're going to be at Conroe on September 14th and 15th. That's the big show in Texas. And they're going to be in Belton, Texas on October 5th and October 6th. Belton, I think, is a new place. But go check them out. Herpshow.net. Go tell them what a good fucking job they're doing. And, Sean and Lori are fucking crushing it. All right? Fucking crushing it. Anyway, a lot of shit happened this week, right? I'm not really going to talk about it. You already know about it. You already know about the fucking stolen ball python, the beef between Reptilian Nation and Morph Market. Here's the thing. I don't really care, right? Like in 2 weeks, all you are going to forget about this shit anyway. So I don't really care. I think as far as the stolen snake, fuck that guy. As far as the Morph Market and Reptilian Nation thing goes, I got to tell you, I'm on the side of Morph Market with this one. I'm definitely on the side of Morph Market. I don't think Morph Market did anything wrong. And you guys know that me and Morph Market don't always get along. But this time, I am firmly in Morph Market's corner. I actually even spoke to Darian the other day. So on the phone. so so we are cool, at least, when it comes to this thing. Um, Also, there was another thievery somewhere in the Midwest. I don't know where. I don't remember where, but there's this fucking fat chick stole a snake, had her little trans boyfriend or girlfriend with her. Fuck them too, right? Fuck them too. I hope they get caught. Not because they're fucking trans, but because they're fucking thieves, right? Fucking, listen, the fat girls need love too, but you shouldn't steal, all right? Do me a favor, hit the like button if you think stealing is wrong. Yeah, that's a throwback, okay? That's a fucking little Easter egg if you don't know. All right, who do we got here? What's going on in the chat? All right, we got Jaw Dropping Morse, my boy Jarrett. He is one of the 4 hosts of the lamest chat. I think that all you guys should go back and watch last night's episode on the Fatman Nation. Sammy Vargas, what's up, Sammy? Sammy, I understand you did some egg cuttings this week, and you may be the first egg cutting review that I do for my Patreon people. Fucking hottie Shannon. Fucking Shannon. Shannon's fucking hottest redhead that I've ever seen. Dwight the Pie Man, what's up, big dog? How are you doing? Jamie Rising Phoenix Reptiles. Fucking dude, I haven't seen you in a while, man. So I hope you and the wife are doing all right down there, and I hope you guys are killing it. Fucking Will's hella heat. Nice to see Will back in the fucking in the swing of things. Look at this Anne Ring. Fucking Anne Ring, one of the hottest broads in fucking Florida. Fucking gotta love these people. Anne dresses up like a pirate too, so she's especially sexy. Having a peg leg, I like her even more. Charles from fucking Sentient Evolutions. What's going on, Charles? Thanks for coming. High Five Canada. New York Powerballs. I actually think that I talked to you a while back about a couple of things. So what's up? Thank you for popping by. I appreciate you. Creative Scales. Figures that you'd fucking drop in here, right? You fucking Harley riding douche. RNA ball pythons. What's up, brother? Thanks for coming. I appreciate all you guys. TNA Snakes. Anthony. I really wish that your the T part would show up more. But thanks for coming, fucking Anthony. I appreciate you. Chris Dodge, hey, what's up? You're a new guy here. Fucking what's going on? Do we have anybody else left? Chain Reaction, my boy Danny. Danny always fucking comes by, always shows support of the old Fatman Nation. Python Portal, you've been showing up a lot too. So what's going on, man? Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Let's see. Aiden's Morphing Pythons. What's up, Aiden? Fucking how you doing over there? Fucking no way. Tom Barnhart, fucking legend in the fucking chat right now. Tom fucking Barnhart. Brother, I'm gonna set up a lunch with you next time I'm on my way down to Virginia. Maybe you, me, and Ozzy could get together. So yeah, we could end it on Tom Barnhart. Fucking that's the guy. Okay. All right. So thanks for coming, everybody. I know there's a lot of fucking shows on tonight. I know you got Billy. I know you got MJ. I appreciate you coming here. So it's weird, like this show, because we do it on the 1st and the 15th. So there's no like set days of the week that I could tell you guys, that we're going to be on, because it could be a Monday, could be a Tuesday, could be a Thursday. So I apologize for that, but I'm glad that all of you guys follow me. Now, what we want to do here is we just, nobody wants to hear my fucking bullshit, right? So let's just get right to it. But before we get right to it, this episode is also sponsored by Reptichip, right? #1 cocoa substrate in the fucking hobby. Don't be a Reptifag, okay? Be a Repti bro, okay? Don't be a Repti hoe. Be a fucking Repti bro. Fucking, we love all our Repti bitches. And listen, just because the thing costs $1 or $2 more per brick doesn't mean that you should be going to one of these cut rate fucking shit other cocoa companies that are like, they just throw an adjective in before the word cocoa, and they think that you should use them. Fuck them, okay? Fuck them. Use Reptichip, best fucking substrate in the game. Now, I hate when I call it the game. That's so fucking stupid. What are you, 22? Anyway, Clutch, ball python software management at its finest. Yeah, it's from Canova, so it just fucking works, man. They got a bunch of new features that they're adding every fucking week. If you're a member, go check them out at cltch.io. So what we're gonna do now is Clutch is technically Canova, and you know what Canova sponsors, right? So let's just get right to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Mason the Fatman proudly brings to you its new breeder segment, 15 Minutes of Lame!
What's up, guys? It's Justin at Canova. For the past 5 years, 15 Minutes of Lame has become a launch pad for so many new successful breeders and a badge of honor in this industry. It's been so amazing to watch the passion and dedication you guys have and to watch your businesses grow. Just remember, the next me might be you.
15 Minutes of Lame!
Look at this. Fucking older dude than me on 15 Minutes of Lame. This is fucking unbelievable, right? I mean, it's really just an unbelievable thing. Steve Conduit from Conduit Constrictors. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh, Chris, I'm doing great, man. I'm honored to be here. I appreciate you.
Dude, thank you so much for fucking coming. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you taking the time. Now, you got me kind of distracted here because I'm doing something that I should have did fucking half an hour ago in the chat, but I totally forgot, okay? So what I'm going to do is let's just shut that down for a minute, all right? Fucking not fuck around. I got to change the layout now. Hold on a minute. God damn it. All right, Steve, where you from, brother?
So I am from Newtown Square, Pennsylvania, and right here in the beautiful Northeast.
Oh, you're fucking down the road from me. Okay. Fucking
Yeah.
DNA Reptilia. What's up, brother? Let's see. Okay, so you're Pennsylvania. I'm in New York. So how far are you from Philadelphia?
20 minutes.
Oh, shit. Okay. Maybe
Yep.
next time I'm down there, I'll give you a call.
Dude, that'd be great. Let's definitely hook up. Yeah, I'm 20 minutes from Philly, only a few hours from New York, and so yeah, it's a great spot.
Yeah, we'll fucking hook it up on Market Street, right? Edge, what's
Absolutely.
up, brother? How are you? Yeah, we'll totally do that. All right, so you know how this works. You're gonna get 15 minutes to pimp your shit, and I'm not gonna treat you any older because you're or any older, but any different because you're an old guy. Okay,
Yeah, please
So-
don't.
you're gonna get right on it. Okay,
I'm young at
Yeah,
heart, man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna put 15 minutes on the clock. I'm gonna start that now. Boom, 15. Steve, where'd the name come from?
So Conduit Constrictors, just my boys in business with my boys. Obviously, my last name's Conduit, right? So it just kind of went. We went around and we started Conduit Constrictors. It flowed real well, and kind of created our logo, which we really are proud of. And just kind of like that.
Yeah, one of the main reasons I was looking at you guys was because of the logo. Okay, I was like, that's an actual nice logo that doesn't look like it was done by that sinking pencil jack off that does everybody else's fucking logo that looks exactly the same. Okay, so that was one of the reasons that you guys stood out to me.
Well, I appreciate that. I've been in the advertising business, basically my whole career, so I had a little head start.
Well, how long have you been doing the snakes?
So the snakes were over 3 years now.
Okay, so you were COVID?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
And what made you think like these dumb things could possibly make money?
Well, it was more from a passion standpoint. I grew up loving animals. My parents wanted to kick me out of the house because literally filled our basement, our garage up with snakes, turtles, frogs, dogs, cats, you name it. I'm just a real animal lover, and I passed that gene along to my sons. So they're also real passionate about it. So it was more of a family, hobby type thing that we thought we, would get into it that way, and it developed into a business. And just like everybody else, it kind of gets addicting, right? So,
Right.
and we started buying snakes, and I started selling rental properties and to buy snakes, and it just went on and on and on, and almost 7 figures later, here we are.
That's what I'm saying. They're like potato chips, right? You can't just
Yeah.
get one. Now, how old are your kids? What are they, 45, 50?
No, 107. No. I got Steven is 28, my oldest. My middle son is 26, and my youngest is 23.
And are they still living at the house or no?
No, well, my youngest, my 23-year-old is graduating, and so he's living there with his girlfriend right now. So I need somebody. I'm at the beach house right now, so I need somebody to watch the farm when I'm.
You're at the beach house. Excuse the fuck out of me. Okay, fucking excuse the fuck out of me. Okay, all right. Jesus Christ, you obviously fucking you don't need to be on 15 minutes to sell fucking snakes. Now, so the snakes are all at the house. How many do you have?
Well over 200. I honestly, it's well over 200. It's a lot, for us. Yeah, I know people have thousands, but we've concentrated in the high end market. We were fortunate enough to, when we were purchasing a lot of the snakes, get some premium, multi-recessive, multi-codomed, variety of basically everything.
Right. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to ask, being that you're at the beach house, how much have you put into the hobby since 2021?
Almost $1 million.
Almost $1 million.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a real man. Just so everybody knows that's looking at this, that's a real man who just came in hot. Okay, you motherfuckers spending $3,000, $5,000, thinking that you're gonna have a beach house one day. You're not. Okay, listen to the guy with the beach house. Okay, for almost $1 million. Now, how much have you made back?
Oh, shit. I don't even want to talk about that yet.
Yeah, like $4,000, right? Yeah,
we're selling a lot of our inventory, but it's you have to be patient. I always say, like, it's like a stock investment where you got to nurture it. You can't trade it. You just have to stay consistent. You have to be creative. You got to have the right vision, right? And you really have to love the animals. You can't get into this business if you want to turn a quick buck. It's more of the passion, right?
Well, the thing is that I'm looking at Will backstage, and he's licking his lips right now when you said you spent $1 million. So fucking yeah. Have you ever bought from Will?
I don't think so. I do not think so. I bought from Billy from Canada. I bought a bunch of snakes from Billy, mostly Canova. Justin Canova.
Will doesn't want to hear that. Will's backstage right now going, fuck Billy. Like, what did you buy from Mandic too? Like everybody in Canada you bought from except for Will. Fucking hey, god damn it. Right.
Blame my sons.
Now are you at the point right now where are you doing day-to-day stuff, or are you just
I'm cleaning rats. I'm doing, I used to come down to the beach house a lot until I got into the snake business. My boat sits in the rack and it never even gets used. I go to the marina and they're wiping the dust off it because I'm cleaning rat shit.
Everybody in this fucking chat room is feeling very bad for you now that you're at your beach house talking about your boat. Okay, that's Yeah, you're probably the most successful 15 minutes guy that's ever been on the fucking show. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
you know,
Right.
cleaning rat. I didn't think I'd be cleaning rat shit, you know. But you know what? I like the exercise, you know, and I love to feed my snakes and get them big. So I do whatever it takes, Chris.
Are you retired from the day job now or no?
No, we've always been a family of entrepreneurs. So my wife also has a renovation, kitchen cabinet design business. So I'm involved with that as well.
I thought you were going to say your wife actually has her own beach house too, and I was just going to be like, "Fuck you," right? Like, fucking you don't need this shit, okay? All right. So, are you a show guy or no?
Oh yeah, yep. We're going to Gettysburg on Saturday, right?
Okay.
We're just at Tinley, going to Bob's new show in Georgia in mid-September. So
Right.
you know, we don't, you know, we're not. I wouldn't call us show warriors, but we like to go to shows and kind of space it out.
Well, do you vend the shows or no?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You fucking
Yeah.
vend the shows.
Yeah, we vend. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. No, you just had a question in the chat. What's your rat bill on $1 million collection?
Well, we don't, because we produce our own rats. So I bought this little farm specifically for this business, you know, and so we honestly we bought the farm to do the snake business and raise the rats, and I can't even imagine like what the bill would. I would say it would probably be what, like $2,000-3,000 a month, maybe.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had 600 snakes and we were paying $2,500 to $3,000 for rats a month back then, and this is 10 years ago. But yeah, fucking A, man. Okay, God, who does the rats? Is it just you and your kids, or do you have employees?
No, it's just us. I mean, my sons and I, but really it's my son Steven and I. We clean the rats.
Jesus Christ. All right. What's your most expensive snake? Creative Carlos wants to know.
30,000.
30 fucking thousand.
I bought it from Billy. Did Billy fucking fly down to Pennsylvania and blow you? When you bought that fucking Jesus He didn't
Christ.
do that. That's great.
Yeah. You're like, Billy, you gotta wait. Justin's fucking taking care of the coin purse right now. You're gonna have to wait unless you want to do it at the same time.
Yeah, that was a DG Clown Het G Stripe proven breeder, and he's an absolute beast. So you know, and he's sired a lot of clutches. So believe it or not, I think it paid off.
Fucking A. God damn it, man. Fucking you're fucking killing it. All right, let's talk about sponsors right off the bat. You know, $1 million collection has to be on Reptichip, right?
Actually, we don't use cocoa.
No cocoa.
You're gonna have to give me an FU.
Yeah, you're definitely getting a big old fuck you. Yeah. You're getting a big old fuck you from fucking from Reptichip, man. What you use? Paper towels, newspaper. What do you use?
No, we use cedar chip.
Fucking hey, man. You're going old school. Okay. Now, do you do shed testing with Charlie from Gray Rider Reptiles?
Oh, yes, we do.
Fucking A, that's what I want to hear. Fucking everybody is gonna be like, fucking $1 million collection. He's gonna do more shed testing this year, right?
Charlie's a great guy.
Yeah, Charlie is fucking incredible. He's one of the best people that I know, man. Do you have any sea serpents or racks in your house or incubators?
Yes, we do. We have an incubator from Sea Serpents.
Fucking nice. Fucking nice. Look at that.
Right.
Chris Nettles does not give you a fuck you.
Has not failed us. It's phenomenal.
Fucking, that's what I like to hear. Have you ever been to a herp show?
We have. Yes, we
Get
have.
the fuck out of here. From Pennsylvania? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it. Fucking Sean and Lori do not give you a fuck you. All right? Now, you got a cool logo, but it doesn't look like, it doesn't have that Stewart design fucking edge to it, right?
Nope. No, we actually, from your show, we called them, but we decided to do it on our own. But so
I'm just happy that you called him. I'm just happy that you called him.
100% had a conversation with him.
But Blake still gives you a fuck you. Okay.
From you, I called him.
From the beach house. Okay?
From the beach.
Yeah. Okay.
It actually was.
So obviously you've bought snakes from Canova before, right? Do you use clutch?
We use clutch and bought more snakes than I can imagine from
no fucking way.
Yes,
and you use clutch.
They're all, every single snake's in clutch.
Yeah, Justin does not give you a fuck you on any level, which is surprising. Fucking A. Jesus Christ. Now, Redline shipping, yeah, you have to use them, right?
We use those. Yes, we do. We use Redline.
Robin does not give you a fuck you. Robin is really like the only shipping fucking company to use as far
terrific.
as
Absolutely.
And let's see. I think that's it. Are you a member of USARK?
Yes, we are. Silver member.
Silver. Okay, so you didn't just do the $40 cheap thing that everybody in this fucking chat does, okay? Yep. Or does the $5 a month thing. Good for you, man. So where is Conduit going to be in 5 years?
Well, we're excited about the future, with doing, certain projects. So we're into DG monsoons. We got a lot of DG het monsoons produced, multiple clutches. Also, we love the monsoon gene. We love DG, right? So we love clown. We're heavy in clown. So we got a lot of clown monsoon combos that are working. Our absolute favorite is DG clown combos with hypo, G stripe. We've got a lot of puzzle stuff. We're pretty much, we're into the high-end dreamsicle projects. Although we have, I don't know, half a dozen high-end ones that they seem like they take long to grow. I don't know.
Right. Holy shit! Look at you, man. Look at you. This is, man. You're so much. You might actually win 15 minutes of lame before 15 minutes of lame is over with. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Now, how can people get in touch with you?
So my Instagram is, I'm always on the Instagram post almost daily at Conduit Constrictors.
No underscore.
No underscore. No. Nope.
That's right. That's fucking right. All right. Show them how it's done.
Yeah.
Fucking this is all the more reason for fucking the people in the chat to start thinking old school. Okay. Fucking and how old are you, fucking Steve?
So I'm 57, but it's all the way I say it's old school meets new school because my sons are a big part, and they're calling shots, and I couldn't do it without them. That's for sure, Chris.
Well, that dude, I mean, I gotta say that you're fucking, you're pretty impressive, man. You're pretty fucking impressive. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So hopefully your IG numbers will pop up a little bit after this fucking show. Hopefully you'll get some more clients from us. And look, it doesn't even matter, right? Because fucking your time is up. But fucking whatever. I'm gonna keep you on a minute because I really think that you should sponsor Fatman Live on Sundays. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's just something that you might want to consider.
Well, let's talk, man. I have a lot of respect for you in the show, man. Yeah, I watched you before I even bought one snake, and you definitely got my attention, and I enjoy you and your raw attitude, and you say it like it is, man. And we have to do more of that in this country.
Well, I fucking appreciate you. Now, I said I would keep it apolitical, but obviously you're voting for Trump, right?
Absolutely.
That's right.
No questions.
That's what I'm saying.
No questions. There's no secrets. There's no, it's time for a change and make America wealthy again.
That's what I'm saying. That's funny that the guy with the $1 million collection is like, listen, make America wealthy. I've been hurting the last couple of years with my $1 million collection, boat, and beach house.
Yeah, well, you and everybody else,
Right.
we need to change. We're going up against the convention right now, so we might be a few shy.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. But at the end of the day, we'll have at least 1,000 listen to this. We'll have at least 4,000 to 6,000 audio downloads. So you'll be okay. But I'll definitely let you know how the numbers go in the next couple of days.
Appreciate you,
Steve. Thank you for fucking being here, man. I appreciate you. I think you've been an inspiration to a lot of guys in the fucking chat, especially that you're an older guy that just started doing this and fucking are killing it right now. So I definitely want to thank you. Everybody go follow Conduit Constrictors on Instagram. Steve, thank you again, brother.
All right, Chris, Fatman. We'll see you soon, man. And definitely call me when you're in town, brother, man. Definitely.
I definitely will. And there's a possibility I may be at Tinley this year. So I'll let you know if I'm going there too. So
excellent.
All right, brother. Thank you again.
Rock on.
You too, my friend. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Snakes in the Batman proudly brings to you its new breeder segment, 15 Minutes of Lame!
Now, tell me that wasn't fucking cool as shit, man. $1 million collection, beach, boathouse, means that even you guys have a chance of getting that shit. I mean, he probably didn't make his money doing the snake thing. He probably did a real job, but fucking still, it's nice to see a guy like that. It's also nice to know that there are ball python people out there who could afford Stewart Design. Okay, Stewart Design, little bit of money, but they're probably the best logo design marketing company in the fucking hobby. So go check them out at stewartdesignbrands.com. Apparently, we're not going to pull up the fucking thing, so I'll pull it up again. Pow, right there. Shauna just hit it. Look what she's doing. Look what she's doing again. Stop hitting it, okay? Jesus fucking Christ, all right? Listen, go visit Blake Stewart if you want a cool logo. Actually, he's way more than a cool logo, man. Fucking this guy's done shit for Buffalo Wild Wings. He's done shit for Canova. He's done shit for Cold Blooded Cafe. He's done shit for USR. The dude just is a positive fucking shining light in the fucking business, and he'll definitely suggest some marketing tips to actually make you grow your brand. So listen, the show's just going too good right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my boy. Fucking got to do it. Oh, Will's not there. Oh shit! Fucking there we go. Sorry. Fucking Willie Marose.
What's going on, man?
What's up, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Hang on. Turn the light on here. How's everything?
Good, man. You were just fucking emailing Steve, right? Like, dude, I got some Desert Go shit if you're interested. Right?
Yeah. Availability list. Yeah.
Yeah. Be like, dude, fucking there's another guy in Canada, all right? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Dude, you've been doing this forever, right? And we're going to start it off with fucking something that a lot of people don't know. When I first met you or I first heard of you, I automatically didn't like you, all right? I was just like, I heard the story. That fucking you came into it with your dad. When people come into it with their dad, they're probably like fucking Steve, right? Like, where the money's coming from. It's coming from fucking dad, right? But apparently not, okay? Apparently you actually did all this shit. And the reason that I started liking you and realizing that I was wrong was somebody posted a picture of a puzzle that they bought from you. And the puzzle was fucking awesome, right? The puzzle looked great. But then they showed the packaging that the puzzle came in. And you sent them a puzzle with the puzzle of the puzzle, right? And fucking, it was just this insane piece of fucking marketing. And I was like, man, I might have been wrong about this guy, okay? And then, so how did, and I know the people that are here for Will now probably already know this, but how did he get started, and why did he get started? What was it? Just you were looking at it because you saw potential as far as money goes, or did you actually just have a hobby that you were interested in and wanted to grow it?
As a kid, with my dad being a veterinarian, animals in the house were not a problem. So I had reptiles and shit as a kid. I had day geckos and leopard geckos, and I think I had a bearded dragon and a ball python, and like you name it, all the starter stuff, And I got out of that, probably 13, 14, something like that. And went to high school, did my thing, and then went to university. And there was a pet store on the way to school, and they actually had ringtail lemurs in the pet store. They had like this big cage with ringtail lemurs, and that's why I stopped in every day. I was like, yo, these are cool as fuck. And and anyway, I got to know the guy who had it, and he had a ball python. They had a little small reptile section, and he had a ball python. And I ended up he came in the one day, and he was like, yo, would you want her? And I was like, yeah, like sure. And he's like, I was like, I don't really want to buy it. And he's like, oh no, like just buy the tank and you can have her. And I ended up going back in and like clean the fish tanks and shit for a couple of weeks for him. But anyway, I got that and I came home and Googled ball pythons, and first website that came up was Mark Mandick's ballpython.ca. And
was it a normal ball python that you got from the guy?
Yeah.
It was just a normal, right? Okay.
Yeah. And anyway, I just kind of went to ballpython.ca and I just started seeing like all these colors. And I was like, why does mine not look like these? Like mine sucks. And anyway, I ended up emailing Mark, and he turns out he's only half an hour away. So he was like, dude, why don't you just like come down? And I went down and like saw like, hundreds and hundreds of like crazy colored snakes. And I spent what I made that summer, like I worked at a golf course and spent what I made that summer on some snakes. And anyway, I bought a caramel pinstripe and a couple het caramels, couple adult het caramels. And anyway, I came home, like I was like not how I recommend starting out, because I came home with like nowhere to put them. I just came home with snakes in the bag. Like I didn't have a rack, I didn't have nothing. So I went to Home Depot and got like melamine, cut it, bought some bins from Walmart, like just like in the couple hours while they were sitting on the table, and then just put them in bins. And anyway, I bred them, and they went both of them went that same year for me. And so that was my first clutch ever. And anyway, I ended up hitting some caramels and caramel pinstripes. And at the time, caramel pins were like $4,000. And anyway, I think maybe 4 of them. And oddly enough, none of them came out kinked. I didn't have any issues that way. And I sold those. I put them on Reptiles Canada. And the guy messaged me, and I had them cheap. And the guy messaged me and was like, yo, would you take like X amount of dollars for all of them? And I was like, yeah, I think it was like $9,000. And I was like, yeah, dude, you show up with $9,000, like they're yours. And anyway, he showed up. I was like in my dorm, so I was like kicking like beer cans and shit out of the way, like there's like clothes all over the place, just a mess. And I was like, yeah, here they are. And he's like, yeah, they look legit. Where'd you get the parents? I was like, oh, I got them from Mark. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that checks out. And he took them home, gave me cash, and I put rims on my car and paid some of my tuition down. And then my parents would call in to help pay the tuition. And I guess my mom called in and they were like, oh no, it's been paid. And she called me and she's like, where did you pay your tuition? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. I did that. And she's like, where'd you get that money? I was like, oh, I sold some snakes. But I was like in university. I was like, I gotta go, Mom. I'm like, I'll talk to you later. Click. And she must have talked to Dad. And Dad was like, I got a call from him in a little more serious tone.
Right.
And
like he's dealing
like,
drugs. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
What's the snake shit? Like, why don't you come home for the weekend? And I was like, yeah, sure. I came home and was like, so what's the snake thing? And I was like, oh, I bought some snakes and I sold them. And I took out my phone and started showing him, like, yeah, look at these ball pythons. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, this is pretty cool. And yeah, he was like, how much did you spend? And how much did you make? And I was like, I explained it. And I was like, oh, this is a clown. This is recessive. This is this, and all this whole thing. And he was like, you did that with this? He's like, what do you think we could do with like 50,000? And I was like, oh, dude, like I've never even seen that kind of money. Like, I don't even know what that is. I was like, I don't know. Like, I would definitely start looking in the States. And anyway, he was like, yeah, let's like go for it and let's see how it goes. And I was like, oh, cool. So I called Ralph Davis up and got to know Ralph a bit and bought a bunch of stuff from Ralph, some stuff from Pete Call. And that was kind of the start. Gulf Coast way back, this super vanilla stuff.
Yep.
Bought some stuff from them. That shit still lives on to this day. Like that shit's like all those babies are like progressed into the collection. Like we're multi-generations in now, but yeah, and it just kind of started like that. And then it was just a, just started with that amount and just bought, sold, flipped, bred, sold. And, there's lots of times where like almost threw in the towel, like lots of times where I was almost like, this is, I don't know about this. I don't know. And just stuck it out. And I guess it worked.
Yeah. I would say it works, right? I mean, you're kind of like, you're in the top 3 in Canada now, right? Like fucking, at least I don't know anybody that, oh, come on. You already know you're in the top 3. It's like,
I don't know, man.
Like Canadian people,
I see my collection and then I see other people's and I'm like, oh, that's way cooler than what I've got. But they say,
yeah, but that's always the way it goes, right? I mean, that's always the way it goes. You see somebody else's shit and you're like, oh, I wish I had that. But really, like, when I think of big breeders like Canova, Miguel, Ozzy, Will Banks, I and then I think of that same level in Canada. I think of you, Billy, and Mark, and that's it. Right. So I don't even know if are there other guys that do it to your level up there, because I know the pool is a lot smaller up there.
Like I don't know, like Phil Robinson's got a crazy collection. Nicole Lyons has got a collection. Antoine in Montreal, he's got a really dope collection. Like there's a lot of guys with some really cool stuff up here, and it's growing more and more. Right. People are starting to dive into that, maybe that higher end side of the market. But right. Yeah, I don't know. I try not to make it number 1, 2, 3 competition. I live out in the country, man. I just breed snakes, and that's about it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like fucking, you're like fucking, you're one of the top guys. But for a country that really only has like 2 reptile shows a year, right? As far as big ones go, you guys only have a couple, right? I mean, are there?
We have one big one, and then like we have a lot of local shows, like once a month. Well, probably like 7 times a year. There's a local small show, and then once a year they do one big one. And and there's some out west, like there's the West Coast ones. I've never gone out there. It's just like when you start talking about going to the west side of Canada, that's like far. So
it would be like me going to California, right? Like it would be that distance, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And do you vend the CRBE show, or do you not even bother doing it?
No, I don't.
And what's your sales method, really? I mean, is it morph market? Is it?
It's honestly, it's been like word of mouth. Like I don't produce that many animals. It's not. I'm not doing like 200 clutches or anything like that. So I'm not producing a shit ton of stuff. Word of mouth. I post on Morph Market from time to time. A lot of stuff to Japan. Japan and South Korea have been pretty big markets. Right. I mean, obviously a lot to the States, the US. Most of the time it starts like the conversation starts through I'll post something that I'm keeping, and people be like, oh, I get all these messages like, oh, would you sell that? I'm like, well, I'm not selling him, but I do have, hets of this, and do you want something like that? And generally I find the best way to, for me at least, what works the best is figuring out what that person's collection is like, and kind of taking a more like consultative approach, and like, okay, if I were in your shoes, I would do something along this line. I can package this stuff up together and go from there, rather than just like an advertisement. Someone's like, I want that. Okay, cool. And that still happens, but it's not the main driver of it's not the main main amount of the sales.
Well, also like as far as Patreon stuff goes, I mean, you have a lot of people in your Patreon. I mean, I know a lot of American guys in your Patreon. What made you decide to do something like that?
I was just getting tired of Facebook, and like I have great relationships with lots of people, and I was just getting tired of like the Facebook groups and then Instagram, and there was no real group with everybody in it. And I guess I was an early adopter, and I just said like, fuck it, let's try it. I was so reluctant to do it at first. Like people were saying like, oh, do one. I was like, no, man, like I'm not charging people for this, and not like I just didn't. I don't know. It wasn't really my thing, and it wasn't like charge people for advice, because like I mean, dude, like YouTube it, like it's out there. If you want to learn how to change the friggin' alternator on a 1936 Model T, it's out there. Like everything's on YouTube. So if you're looking for it, it's there. And anyways, I just said, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. Like I'll just do it as a there's like a group of people shooting shit, having fun, and we talk shit to each other all the time, and that's what makes it fun. Like people talk shit to me, I'm talking shit to them. Like that's the whole, like if you can't fuck around and have fun, like I don't want to do it. It's it's just like it's fun to have that like camaraderie, and like I see Herbert in here, like we talk shit to each other all the time, but he's my boy. Herbert's great.
I was the same way, man. I was definitely the same way when Sean Bradley was starting a Patreon. And I was like, I'm not going to start a fucking Patreon. Like, I'm going to but like, I do this because I like doing it. I'm not going to make people fucking pay, to do something that I would do anyway. Right. Like, and then I realized that you could get away with so much more there. Right. Than you could get away with on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that. And then I thought, man, it's like a new platform to kind of go in and kind of figure out how to use, and it's fun, right? So I also think that it's more fun when you have people in your Patreon that do talk shit to each other, and do like basically treat you like a normal guy, right? Because fucking a lot of times. You'll go to shows or even me to some extent, I'll go to shows and people won't come up to me because they think, oh, he has this fucking big podcast and I don't want to talk to, I don't want to fucking bother him or anything. But I'm like, fuck no, like no way, like fucking bother me, man. Like fucking come up to me. And I'm a dude with a semi-successful dick and fart joke show. Like that's really all I am. Like you should never be like, oh, I don't know if I want to go up to it. And doing the Patreon, it makes you realize that there are people that want to support you. And in the Patreon, you really have your diehard, supporters that are just like, yeah, this is, Will's my guy or Chris is my guy. But I've also noticed that the community is a lot less toxic up by you. The people that I know in Canada are always kind of helping people out and fucking,
don't get me wrong, we have our fair share of bullshit too, but I honestly, I don't know. I just don't, if there's like that whole toxic, that shit talking shit, I just like cut it out. Just like, I don't give a fuck, like that's really what it comes down to. I just don't care enough, I guess. Some people really care, and I'm not that. You don't like what I'm making? Okay, cool. It's a fucking snake, man. I don't really care.
But some people care a lot,
I know. And some people like really care. Yeah. And I struggle navigating that sometimes because I'm a little like, whatever. Like, but with the Patreon thing, it's a much more like tight knit group. And oddly enough, it's worked out really well because a lot of guys are showing their clutches there. And like out of the, I don't know, let's say I bought 10 animals last year, 8 of them were from that group of guys. Like for sure. Like, oh shit, you just made that? Like, yeah. I want one of those. And we end up working out deals. There's trades. There's all sorts of shit going on. People are doing breeding loans together. And it's just like, it's fun to see people like year over year, like dude, I remember when you hatched that thing. Like, I was freaking out when you got that as a baby, and now it's on eggs, or now it's ovulating. Like, it's
right.
That's fun.
Yeah, no, I agree. I gotta say that I didn't think I would enjoy Patreon. I'm actually enjoying the fuck out of it, right? Because there's no rules there. It's like the 40s, right? There's no rules. You can just do whatever the fuck you feel like doing, and it's definitely a big spike in my making this kind of fun again, right? Because I've been doing just a podcast for 8 years, but prior to that I was breeding for 20, right? So fucking eventually you do get some kind of creative burnout. But man, I started doing the Patreon, people started coming in, and I was like, this is fun. Like, I want to do this more now, But speaking of burnout, like, you've been doing this for what, 15, 20 years now?
Yeah, 15 since 2009. So what? Something like 15, 16 years.
Yeah. And you ever get the burnout?
Yeah, I have, for sure. It comes in waves. It's not like just like all of a sudden I'm just like, fuck all this, I don't care.
Right.
It comes in waves. Like some days it's a little more challenging to get myself going. But yeah, there's so much there's just so much going on with it that for sure I've been burnt out, but I always seem to find ways to, like, fire myself back up again. It's I personally find the breeding season to be the most, like, burnout side of things. Right. Because it's like nothing, like, I mean, the snakes are locking and it's like, oh, that could be really cool if I hit the odds and I hit this sex and that's, but there's like not a lot going on. It's just, feeding snakes and putting them together, and you see them laying there locked. It's like, okay, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's still exciting when it's really good stuff. But as you start to get stuff ovulating and stuff starting to look good, you're like, okay, it's starting to come. This past couple, I don't know, 8 months or so. What's that?
I was going to say, it's not really fun until 2 months later when you start seeing things develop, and then you're like, oh, fucking, all right, that took, that's one of the things that I want to get your feelings on the shed testing, right? Because I love the fact that the shed testing will put you years ahead of where you would have been if you didn't have it. But also the shed testing kind of takes a little bit of the fun out of it, right?
I'm not the biggest fan of shed testing personally. Now, the reality is it's here, and if you're not using it, you're gonna get walked away from, just walked away from. Right. And so we now have entirely changed. Like, this season entirely changed how I bred. I don't need a visual anymore. I can use a het and test. Right. I can take a quad het male and breed it and then test for the other three. Like, you can jump ahead generations, like, really fast. And that's not necessarily a good thing either, because in the past, what held value was, like, recessives were the value hold in a lot of this stuff. And what's ended up happening is we've essentially turned every single recessive into an incomplete dominant hidden behind a $50 paywall. Yeah. Like, really, that's all it is now. It's like, I can pick out Enchies. I can't pick out het clowns, but for $50 I can. It's kind of the same thing now. And that will just translate down further and further down the line. Now you're going to get into projects a lot quicker. Like, things will happen significantly quicker because you're picking out those exact animals that will work for you in certain scenarios. So if I could push a button and nobody had it, I would for sure. Like, for sure. If I could just, like, delete shed testing, like, I'd push that button. But I can't, so use it. That's the reality.
Well, and now that you've been doing this for 15 years and the shed testing will push everything ahead, do you have an end game involved? I mean, do you ever see yourself retiring from this?
Yeah, eventually. I'm sure eventually. I mean, I feel fairly young. I'm 34, so I don't see that in any foreseeable future. But I don't know. Like, I guess we'll just have to kind of see where things go. Do I want to do this on this scale for the rest of my life? I don't know. I definitely want to downsize. I think that's just to have a bit more like personal freedom. Like I can, 50 clutches is lots for me. You can do serious damage with 50 clutches. So that's manageable by myself. We talked about like you want to scale up, go into that 150, 200 clutch range, and the consensus is like not really. Like now you're starting to talk about just a bit more of an operation that I'm not prepared to. I'm sure we could do it. It's just I don't want to.
Right.
There's lots of other ways to make money, and it's not. It's not like I have to. All my eggs have to be in the ball python world.
I was going to ask you, like, do you see yourself? I was going to ask, do you see yourself doing this when you're Mark Mandick's age? But that changed tonight. Do you see yourself doing this when you're Steve Conduit's age?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's 30 years from now. So, well, no, that's like 20 years from now, right. Man. That means I'll have been breeding ball pythons for, 35 something years. Like that's a long time. I have no clue. It's a great industry. I like being a part of it. I think I'll always have reptiles. I think that's something I'll always be a part of. But whether or not I'll be breeding ball pythons into my 60s, I don't know what I'm doing next week. So, right. I have no fucking clue.
And let's just say that this didn't hit the way it did for you. What would you be doing?
Yeah. Some sort of sales. Some sort of sales. Okay. I did sales all my 20s. I did sales I did corporate sales for a transportation company, and I did fairly well with that. And it was hard to walk away from, I'll tell you that. Yeah, but eventually, it just felt it was time. So
well, and I was going to say, what was that like? But because you're one of the people that you had a good paying job, right? Like you were doing okay. Yeah. What was it like to just make the jump from, I'm going to give up this constant paycheck and I'm going to do something that may not be around in 2 years?
Yeah, it was a tough one, but you go for a month and, it doesn't happen often, but it happened while I was at work, and I just, a 6-figure month, and you were like, oh dude, fuck this. Like, why am I coming to work? Like I should be putting all my eggs into this basket and like all my time over here and really focusing on this, because it's just a much higher ceiling than I'll ever achieve at this job. And that's sort of how that conversation started. And even then, I told my boss, like, hey man, I'm not sure I'm going to stick this out. He's like, dude, what are you talking about? Like you're making good money. And I was like, yeah, but like I'm making better money doing what I like, breeding snakes. And they were all like, dude, you're fucking nuts. And I went back to like, one of my buddies from that company was getting married, and I went to his stag, and I saw all the guys from work, and all of them were like, dude, we're following you, like this shit's crazy. Well, I heard you sold one for this much. I was like, yeah, it's wild. And they're like, I'm still buddies with all those guys, so it's fun. And if I ever decided to go back, I know that I could go. I didn't leave in bad terms at all. I told them, like, look, if this doesn't work out, you'll be the first call I make. And they're like, please, if you ever want, come on back. And
did you ever convert any of them?
I haven't made that phone call. What's that?
Did you ever convert any of them
to buying snakes?
Yeah.
No. I never did that. No. No, but it works out good because I have buddies there that are in the transportation world. So anytime I buy racks from Freedom Breeder, like I get them brought in for like almost nothing. Like I get pretty good hookups that way.
Well, and what is Will Marose like doing when he's not doing snakes?
Oh, dude, just being like outside, taking the dogs out for walks. I'm out in the country, run 100 acres, so I got lots of like space and land, no neighbors, and just hanging out, going fishing. Used to ride bikes quite a bit. I haven't done that in a couple years, but I've been looking at it. My wife's not very happy that I'm looking at bikes again because, yeah, you know how that can end up. But yeah, I just I don't know, just like standard shit. What do you do in your spare time? I listen to music, podcasts.
I work on this stupid show. You know, that's basically all I'm doing. Right? I used to be a musician. I used to live in Hollywood where all the beautiful people were. And now it's you know, people say that money can't buy happiness, but I was a lot happier in my fucking 7,500 square foot McMansion than I am in my 1,100 square foot 1-bedroom apartment in New Rochelle. Okay, so
fair enough.
So it's you know, it's I mean, it's fun. It's fun to do like creative stuff and just basically fly it up the flagpole and see who salutes it and who doesn't, right? And but that was the same way. Like I was a musician for years and fucking made a lot of money that way. And I would just, believe me, I'd rather be doing that right now. But I can't be doing that, you know, right now, especially now with music being so fucking disposable. You know, like it's not like it was 20 years ago when I was on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood. You know, like it was. Now it's just like you give somebody a laptop and they can make a record. You know, so it just is what it is. But now, is there a plan to be a Billy or be a Canova? Or, you know, like have offshoots or do anything like that?
No, not really. More Aussie style, more Aussie mentality. Take, you know, like instead of reinvesting absolutely everything. I don't know. I have no idea what their financial background is. I don't know where Justin puts his money. Obviously in cars, so he's doing something right. But you know, he like I like multiple revenue streams. Sounds nice. You know, maybe some more land. The one thing they're not making any more of is land, and we hunt, and I bow hunt and that sort of thing. So but not like as far as like the giant facility with employees and all that shit. You know what scares the shit out of me about employees is, like, I know tons of people that lots of buddies have businesses with employees, and every time I talk to them, they're like, dude, fuck employees. Like, nobody does it the way I want them to do it. Nobody's doing it on, like, and my big worry has always been, like, let's say you bring a couple guys on or one guy on, you're like, all right, we're going to scale up to 150. Like, we're going to breed for that amount. And you've got all the ovulations coming in, buddy's just like, oh yeah, by the way, this is my 2 weeks notice. It's like, what do you mean? We have 150 clutches. He's like, no, bro, 150 clutches coming. Like, oh, you know, like, I don't know, dude. That sketches me out. I don't want to deal with that. So,
well, the thing is that people are never going to care about your business as much as you care about it, right? So, and people could say they do, but they're not. I mean, the one, you know, exception to that rule, I think, would be Chase over at Canova. Where Chase really gives a fuck.
There are exceptions.
Yeah.
That's the exception, not the rule. You know?
Right. 100%. Yeah. No, I totally agree with that.
So,
now, do you have any employees right now, or no? You're just doing it all?
No. Yep.
You're just doing it all, fucking everything. The photography, the fucking selling, the breeding. Does your wife help at all?
Like, yeah, a little bit. Like from time to time, she's got her own thing going on. But for the most part, yeah. I mean, I have like 50 clutches. Like, it's not like a crazy amount. And doing this full time, like I have 7 days to clean some babies and clean some rats and throw rats and bins, change some water cups. Like, I'm not working that hard. Like, it's not like it's not like I'm like busting my ass every day, like 12-hour days. Like, it's guys who are saying like this is like crazy amount of work. Like, dude, go be a mechanic. Like, that's a crazy amount of work. Like, this isn't like a lot of physical work, you know. And mentally, like, I'm on the phone all fucking day, and that's, you know, that part's draining. But I like it. I like talking. I talk all the time. So that doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
But the actual like work itself, you know, you learn to love it. Like, you just I mean, cleaning the whole back stuff is the fun part, and then you get to like the older stuff, and you're like, oh,
right.
3 more racks to go. Like, you know, like, but just gotta grind through. I put some music on, or put a podcast on, or you know, and the reality is it doesn't have to all get done in one day. And so I'll come into the room, these 3 racks today. Then I'm gonna go pick up my rodent food, and then I'm gonna go, I don't know, shoot my bow or do whatever I want. And then the next day I come in, okay, 2 racks to go, and then another 2 racks. I'm like, oh, I just cleaned the entire collection in 3 days. You know, that wasn't so bad. It's yeah, when you tackle it like I gotta do all this today, that sucks. That the rodent days are long, but that was today. Today was long day, but
so you do all your own rat. Do you have a separate building, or do you do everything from inside your house?
Oh no, nothing in my house.
Nothing.
No animals in the house at all, except the dogs.
Okay.
I have 2 buildings with snakes, and then a full rat building. Yeah, I actually bought a school portable, like classroom, and I just I went to the school board and was like, hey, are you selling it? We're getting rid of some. I was like, can I buy one? And they ended up delivering it to the house, and that's my rodent building. Still has chalkboard, still has kids' artwork on the wall. I just plug it in, and it's got chalkboards. They come in really handy because I can write down notes and stuff, and and yeah, it works out really good. I just ran water to it, and it comes insulated with baseboard heat, and you just literally just drop the building and plug it in. It's like boom, lights are on, everything. I'm like, damn, that was easy. And for a rat building, it's not like my snake building with nice floors and walls.
Right.
It's just whatever. It's rats, you know. But it works out pretty good.
Or no? Do you have kids?
No kids.
No kids.
No.
Good. That's the way to do it. It's the way to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Right. I think people with kids are the worst people on the planet. That's like saying I'm such a contribution to the world that I got to make 2 more of me. All right. And nobody wants 2 more of you. All right. So fuck all the people with kids. That's what I'm saying. So I'm glad we're in agreement there. All right. But Will, now we're hitting it about an hour, but do you even want people to get in touch with you? I mean, or are you just at that point now where you're like, I'm good?
No,
all right.
I don't mind. I mean, people get in touch with me. Most people know how to find me: Instagram, Facebook, email, royalcanadianreptiles@gmail.com. That's definitely the easiest way to get a hold of me. It's the one that's a sure way to get a response, because Instagram and Facebook, those have no organization to them. It's just who messaged you last, and it's countless missed messages and that sort of thing. So, and if I'm not I don't know how Instagram works. If I'm not following them or something, it gets hidden from me. Yeah, and I don't see it. And then I'll just happen to find that tab, and it's 87. I'm like, oh shit, 87 people looking for animals. I'm like, well, I fucked that one up, you know. But yeah, email is definitely the surefire way to get a hold of me, or call me. Well, I mean that works too.
Well, dude, everybody that's in this room, go join Will's Patreon. All right, it's one of the few Patreons that sound like it's actually fun. All right. And while you're at it, join the Fatman Nation Patreon too. Fucking do a solid for both me and Will. If I can join on. But Will, thank you for hanging out, man. I appreciate you fucking doing this for me.
Anytime.
And I'll definitely be in touch with you again for more shit. And are you going to the CRB show in Canada in September?
I'll be there. Yeah, I won't be vending. We have I always run a late season for whatever reason. I don't know why, but I hatch in October, November. I start in August, but most of the hatching is September, October, November, and so I can bring 7 clutches to the CRB if I was going to do it, and it's just not. I like to go and actually talk to people and walk around, and I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to go get lunch. I'll be back, instead of being chained at my booth. I've done it in the past, and I don't know. It's fun to do, but I like going and talking to everybody and getting to walk around. And see. But I'll be at CRBE. I'll be at Daytona, and I'm going to be at Tinley.
All right, cool. I may see you at Tinley because I'm going to try and make it there this year.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will definitely
Tinley
get.
for sure,
Actually,
yeah.
funny story is we used to vend Tinley, and Billy just told me this year that he had met me in like 2015 at Tinley when I first started the podcast.
Oh,
right?
really?
Yeah, and fucking
Yeah.
Billy probably had hair back then. I don't remember what he looks like, but yeah, he was like, yeah, I met you in
don't think I
2015.
remember Billy with hair. I've known him for like 15 years, and I don't think he's.
Oh, really? He's never
At
had
least not
hair?
that I know of. Not that I remember. He's always been bald. Yeah.
Well, dude, thank you again, man. I appreciate you, and I'll definitely be in touch with you in the next couple of days. Let you know how this one went, and we'll go from there. But everybody, fucking follow Will, Royal Canadian Reptiles. Fucking join Will's Patreon. Fucking hook it up. Talk some shit to Will, and dude, yeah. Look, you got the chatty the dick fucking thing in the comments. All right, fucking cool. All right, Will, thanks again, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate it, dude. Take care.
Oh, that was fucking fun, huh? Man, Will's a fucking pretty cool guy. Pretty fucking cool guy. Steve, pretty fucking cool guy. This was a good show tonight, I think. Listen, the show is also sponsored by Sea Serpents. Now, I'm probably going to go pull that up. Oh, look at Shauna, right on the ball. Fucking Shauna on the balls. Fucking making it happen. Sea Serpents, best PVC fucking racks in the hobby. Chris Nettle's been doing this for, I don't know, 20, 25 years. I mean, we got our first Sea Serpents racks in like 2009, I think. And I still got a Sea Serpents rack right in that closet over there, just in case I start up doing this bullshit again. But listen, if you need a high quality PVC rack, there's no better place to buy it than Chris from Sea Serpents, seaserpents.com, everybody. Guys, thank you. Thank you for sticking around for the whole time. Thank you for showing up last night on the Fatman Live. Thank you for showing up to the lamest chat. Do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that every time we drop something, you guys hear about it. Join the Patreon. It's a lot of fun. We do a lot of shitting on things. We do a lot of fucking behind the scenes with my dumb fucking leg and the journey of me fucking walking again and getting a new leg. We got the cool storytellers episodes going on, and the next storytellers episode is going to be with Robin Markland, who is an amazing fucking storyteller. So you'll want to join the Patreon just for that. Also, we're going to close out the season of storytellers with fucking Limey Smidger. Okay, Limey never does this type of thing, never does these type of interviews. And me and Limey just get along really well, and we do a lot of stuff for the vets. And Limey actually recorded an episode with me. I was trying to do Ralph Davis. Ralph Davis said he would do it, and then he fucking ghosted me like a bitch, right? So fucking sorry, guys, there's no Ralph Davis, but fucking maybe he'll come back for season 2 of Storytellers. But we will take it from there. Yeah, join the Patreon, patreon.com/thefatmannation. Thank you again, everybody. I appreciate you guys fucking big time. And listen, if it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this dumb dick and fart joke show every fucking 2 weeks or every week now. There's a dick and fart joke somewhere, show somewhere on the Fat Man Nation. So I will see you guys next week for my one black friend and my one white friend. So I appreciate all you guys. Thank you. And I will see you guys later. See, I did the sexy little fucking hat tip thing. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'm sexy and I can't help it.